Hello everyone, welcome to a new video, but something isn't right. Maybe I change the background? There we go. There's something else missing here. How about a change of the icon? There we go. Isn't this much of an indicator to you that it is to me? Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite holidays ever. Halloween, or as many of the internet loves to call it, Spooktober. And I really much want to celebrate Spooktober with everyone here. And why not in a way that we can relate? Why do I enjoy October as a whole and Halloween? Well, it's simple and efficient in a way. It's the start of a season that I think is beautiful to me. That autumn/fall, it's a beautiful time that I very much enjoy. With the brown, the red, the orange leaves falling down from the trees or staying up in the trees, those colors flashing around as the sunbeams go down onto the leaves. Fallen leaves going underneath your feet as you hear the crunches of dead weight becoming the ground. The cold air going through your body as you just walk along anywhere, from your classes to your schools to your businesses. Just feeling that cold but comforting breeze. But then sometimes you get rain and then that becomes a pain. My God, the pain of the rain can sometimes become a beauty because, well, when it comes to rain, thunder, lightning, I find that a very relaxing experience to itself, especially in, autumn, fall, because how the rain darkens and deepens the colors of the reds, the oranges, the browns. It just gives a new atmosphere to the atmosphere. So a sub-atmosphere, if you will, that the beauty lies everywhere. The cold air, sometimes harsh, sometimes not so harsh. Sometimes for some reason, because of where I am, it gets hot. And that's, well, I don't mind the heat. It's just I prefer the cold. I'm more used to the cold when it comes to fall seasons. And especially when it comes to October, because it's the middle-ish of fall and it brings out a lot to people. What is the true beauty of it, do I think to myself? Well, that is Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite things because of a few reasons. Well, one, the creativity of everyone with their costumes and how they celebrate it. Two, of course, the amount of sweets. My God, there's nothing I would do for a good bag of candy corn or a Milky Way. Combine those two together, you get heaven. Try it. Mix it around. You're gonna enjoy it. But my favorite part of Halloween must be the spiritual aspect of it. What I mean by that is, I like to be encapsulated inside of the horrors of Halloween, of the, what's the term, macabre of it, that it brings a certain joy to us, to everyone. The fears, the scares, the laughs, the tales of ghosts, of witches, the tales of beyond the graves. And yet we are bound here, but during Halloween, our minds fluctuate into sinking more of the unknown, the fog, the mist, what lies underneath, what lies in the night. Why is the owls turning their heads to us even though they cannot see and we don't make a sound? That we fear what is out there the most during this time. And yet there's an art form to that, of how people encapsulate that fear into some magnificent things. There's nothing quite like it when it comes to horror. Horror to me is something I love. I might get scared of it. I might, or I might not be. But when it comes to fear, I very much enjoy it as it is. Not those jump scares that modern horror video games have. I enjoy more slow pace stuff. Stuff like Ju-on the Grudge, Or if I ever get the chance, Suspiria. I enjoy atmosphere. I enjoy predictability without predictability. What I mean is, you think that when the character opens up the door, there's going to be a jump scare, but then there isn't. That build up, that tension, that's what I adore the most. These fake jump scares and these jump scares of the monsters, I don't like that. Yes, it startles me, but I don't fear it. What I fear is that you're walking down the hallway, you see a silhouette in the background, but the character doesn't. No music or a tiny bit of eerie music happening, and then there's a mirror. The character looks at the mirror, they see the shadow. They turn around, the shadow's gone. But you can see in the back, the shadow is in the mirror, but slowly fades into the mirror. Not like, oh, it's there. No, it slowly fades in as the character is trying to see what was that. And then you see the character turn back around, and boom, it's gone. But still in that angle of backwards. So you can see the monster's shadow slowly fade in now. Knowing it's there, watching, that's good horror. That is what I enjoy. And a lot of people don't get that experience nowadays because of how modern horror is. With overabundance of exposition, a lot of padding of nothing, fake jump scares of friends scaring friends, and when the monster shows up, it's some grotesque CGI monster fest, not a slow, methodical spirit or a monster like Jason Voorhees. And I miss the times of when I was watching the first Ju-on, is that it brought so much terror. Knowing that she was there, the spirits were there, the slow build up to the spirits, thinking everything's safe, and then it all goes away. It's remarkable of how horror does it. And maybe that's why I have a deep root of respecting, admiring Halloween. It encapsulates fear, it encapsulates the spiritual side, it encapsulates fun, and that fun is being scared of something. Haunted hayrides, haunted mansions, haunted houses, all that. It's joyful of how horror can turn a lot into something terrifying for every one of it, of all ages. And there's no more beauty than that than there is. And I guess also is for a personal reason of mine, of my kicks when it comes to the paranormal and the spiritual side, of a story of one that I can never unthink of. Well, the story is that I was being drove to the hospital by my father, if I recall. We passed the graveyard. The man was waving at us. We stopped. If I remember, it was my dad's old Ford, a green one. The man went up to us and said, "Excuse me, can you help me find my wife?" And my dad said, "Sure. I used to work at this graveyard, so just tell me her name and I can look for her for you." And the thing is, he pointed at my dad's father's grave, aka my grandfather's grave. And he was no longer there. But I can very much remember what he had on, what he looked like. A light brown straw hat, as it seemed. A dark red plaid shirt. Lightly dark blue overalls. And a long white beard. I can always remember those details. Always to a T. And yet, each time, it makes me think, makes me wonder, was he actually real? And I remember the feelings that I had. Is that I felt that he wasn't part of what we were part of. That he was something else. And that's fascinating. Did me and my father actually talk to a ghost? It's possible. And if so, it completely changed my mind when it comes to the spiritual world. And deepens my fascination with the supernatural. And especially with Halloween. Whenever you're going out trick-or-treating tonight, think of the little things of why Halloween is Halloween. Not just the creative costumes or the candy, but also the horrors that make Halloween Halloween. I hope everyone enjoys their Halloween and gets a boatload of candy. For me, I'm just going to enjoy what I have right now, and yet enjoy I will. So please take care.